Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So here in the introduce today's video, we will be diving into Docker volumes with a super simple example using Ubuntu, Nginx and a tiny Python script. So let's get started. So I have launched a Ubuntu instance and let's check whether Docker is running or not. Sudo systemctl status Docker. And you can test whether Docker is successfully working or not. Docker run hello world. Okay, it's running. We are good. Docker volume create. I'm giving my name. So this command creates a new Docker volume named anusha. Volumes are used to persist data even if the container stops or if it is deleted. It is like shared folder managed by Docker. So if you check Docker volume ls, so here it is showing driver is local and volume name Anusha. So this lists all the Docker volumes currently available on your system, including the one we just created. So here we have only one for now. Now if you want to remove Docker volume rm, so it is now removed. If you want to cross check, if you say nothing is there. So this removes the volume named Anusha, but only if it's not being used by any running container. Otherwise, you will get an error. So we have verified whether it's there or not. We just ran this command to list all the volumes, whether it is successfully removed or not. Okay, ignore this one. Let's create a new directory, something like volume docker cd to this. Now let's create a small docker file. From Ubuntu latest. Working directory, let's give it /app. Copy everything to /app. Run apt-get update. We are just running a small Python file. For that, we need to get Python 3, hence apt-get install. We need to give -y because it will come ask for the prompt whether we need to continue or not. Python 3 Python 3 -pip. Here let's give just the environment name, something like hello. It's not needed. I'm just simply adding for practice. CMD Python 3, and let's give the Python file name as app.py. So this file basically builds an image based on latest Ubuntu. We have set the working directory to /app, and then we copy all the local files into the image, and then we update the existing packages and then install Python 3 and Python 3 pip, and finally run a small app.py file. Let's save this. Now we need to create one app.py file. Let's give a small thing. Choose hello world. Escape and then save. So this is just a minimal script that prints the hello world. We will use it to test our custom image. Now the next step is docker build -t tag. Let's give it a name volumedemo tag current directory. That means current docker file. So this command builds the docker image and then names it volume demo using the docker file in the current directory. It will take a bit time because we are updating all the existing packages. I think it is still going through. Okay, it's done. It's built and it's done. So we have built the Docker image and we have named it as volume demo. Now we have removed that volume, right? Again, we are creating Docker volume, create anusha. So we have just created the volume anusha, which we will now mount it to a Nginx container. Docker run -d mount source. I'm giving the volume name, and then target I'm giving /app. So this what this command will do is this starts a detached Nginx container with the volume anusha mounted to /app inside the container. So now /app in the container is backed by persistent storage on the host. I think we missed something. Okay, got it. I think here because of this space we are seeing that issue. Right. It's done. Now if you see docker ps, so this is container id with this is the image, docker entry point tcp, and this is the name. So this lists all the containers, running containers, so that we can get the container id for inspection or troubleshooting. So we got the container id. Now can run docker inspect. So this will show the detailed information about the container, including the mounted volume, and it confirms that our volume is correctly attached to slash app. If you run, so if you see the mounts type is volume, the name Anusha I have given, this is the source, and the destination we gave slash app, driver local which is defined to the local system, mode Z, and then the propagation. So every single detail it will be shown here if you inspect the container ID. Now if you want to remove the volume, docker volume rm anusha. So error response from daemon removing anusha volume is in use because the container is still running. So you'll get this error. Why? Because the volume anusha is still in use by a running container. So Docker prevents you from removing volumes that are currently mounted. So how we can fix this? Again run docker ps so that we can get the container ID. This is the container ID. Now run docker stop and this container ID. Enter. Now if you run docker ps, nothing is running. Now if you try to remove the volume, it will work. Okay, it is still showing in use. Let's give some time and then try. So why this issue is coming? Because even though the container is stopped, it still holds a reference to the volume Anusha. Docker won't let you remove the volume unless no container is using it, whether it's running or not. So the next step we can do is, again let's try, still the same. Now what we need to do is either we can remove the container and then we can remove the volume, but that might be not the best practice because if you want to use the container further, so the best way is run docker container prune. So this removes all the stopped containers. But if you run docker volume prune, it will remove all the unused volumes. Try running this, claim space. Let's try docker docker volume ls, still there. It is still showing. Maybe we can run docker container prune. Now if you run docker volume prune, it is still there. Maybe try removing that now. It's done. So these commands will remove all the stopped containers and unused volumes. So you might stop the container and think the volume is free, but the Docker still sees the volume as in use because the container hasn't been deleted. Just run docker rm the container ID of after stopping it, and then docker volume rm will work perfectly, right? If you have any doubts, just please comment below so that I can check and respond to you all back. I hope this one has helped you. And that's how you use Docker volumes to persist data and connect storage to containers. So if you enjoyed this step-by-step demo, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. This is Data Enthusiast Era, where we break down complex tech into bite-sized learning. Thank you.